Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We're joined with Alana Adams from the Arts Center of Coastal Carolina. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, the last time we talked, you talked about the summer camp programs that you have for kids, which everyone is always looking for fantastic summer programs for their kids. And now your season is coming up, back to school's in session. Tell us a little bit about some of the programs that you'll have.
Absolutely. So we have, when summer camp gets out, which of course is kids, all summer long, visual and performing arts, we like to take a little bit of time and offer a little bit of variety. So we're going to be having some workshops this fall that will be for children as well as some for adults and some for families. The first of the season is going to be our Homeschool Workshops, which start this week, and we are going to be offering a 6-week program for them where we really get in their South Carolina visual art standards. We're going to be focusing on drawing techniques with a little bit of arts integration as we learn about the 7 wonders of the ancient world at the same time. Lots of good programs for them throughout the year for the homeschoolers. We also have a really fun program for adults coming up that I think is going to be a blast. It's going to be October 25th, and it's our paint pouring party. So this is going to be an adult only, kind of a sip and paint, bring a friend, bring a beverage.
But it's different. It's not the typical draw.
This one is
this
not.
Is different.
We're doing a new technique called paint pouring, where you mix a certain variety of mediums and paint together, and you pour it on your canvas.
It's
so
gorgeous.
You end up with the prettiest non-objective abstract artworks. So we're going to have a ton of fun making a big mess in the studio with that one for our adults. We also have, on Election Day, there's no school for the kids.
Yes.
So we're going to be offering a no-school art camp that day.
Oh my gosh.
So Debbie West is going to be in the studio with the kids making art all day so that they can have something fun and productive to do on that random Tuesday that they're not in school.
Right.
And then we're also going to have a family fun workshop. I like to do these so that kids and parents and aunts and uncles and grandparents can all come together and make art. We're going to do a clay nativity workshop in November.
Oh my gosh.
So the little kids can come and bring a grown-up to help, or the big kids can just be dropped off
and make the whole crush scene.
We'll make the little nativity scene.
Oh
we'll put it in the kiln and fire it and get it back to you. So we're really looking forward to that family fun. We always have a good turnout with those.
That can be like a family heirloom type thing, and
Absolutely.
people. That's wonderful.
Clay
we always
forever.
We focus on sort of just the kids doing the artwork, but having that whole inclusive family thing. What a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
So your season is starting October 2nd. Amadeus?
Amadeus was our #1 pick. We poll our audience of our subscribers and our ticket buyers and say, what do you want to see next year?
Oh, I can't wait.
Amadeus was our #1 pick, and so we're going to open. It's a play with music, lots of fun plot and story going on with that one. And then we have all kinds of other fun plays and musicals and dance programs and concerts. All of our regular excitement, something for everybody really with this season.
And it's such a wonderful story.
Absolutely.
And now you all do this incredible thing where you create a day for field trips, or multiple days for field trips that schools from Beaufort County, and I love that y'all are doing the homeschool thing. That's such a great option for families. So tell us a little bit about these outings that you provide for schools.
Absolutely. So we're going to start actually with Amadeus. Amadeus will have one field trip performance that will be a matinee performance during the school day that will have a greatly subsidized ticket price so that schools and families and homeschool families can afford to come and bring the kids to see that for our high school audiences. We're also going to be having Virginia Rep Theater is going to come in and do some play for our younger audiences. They're going to do the Frog Prince for us, a couple of shows of that. And a really great opportunity later in the year, we're going to have Ballet Memphis with us in residence, and they're going to do a field trip performance along with some programs out in the schools and a master class at the Art Center for our local dance kids.
Oh my gosh.
That will have a field trip performance. And in the spring, we have super fun, arts integrated. Al Simmons is coming, and he does a program called Sounds Crazy, and he makes instruments out of all sorts of household items, pots and pans, but he teaches children about how sound works, the science of sound, through this really fun, interactive musical performance.
Yeah, that's a whole area that kids are really starting to get into. It's so exciting. Now, volunteers. This is something so important, and sometimes these art centers can be underfunded. Now, you all need some volunteers to help pull some of this stuff off. Tell us about how we can get involved.
We do, absolutely. Well, we have our community festivals. We could always use face painters, craft helpers. We could use people to help out with summer camp. But the big one right now that I really need volunteers for is a new program we're going to start this year called the Traveling Arts Reach program. So we want to put together little kits and train volunteers so that they can go into the schools, kind of like the volunteers go and read with with the kids out in the hallway. We want something for the people who may have had an education interest or an art interest who really want to volunteer with some kids. We're going to train them how to go into the school and teach a little art lesson to kids in elementary schools across the county. So we definitely need volunteers for that. They can email me directly and we'll get them trained and get them involved right away.
Get in touch with Alana Adams, Art Center of Coastal Carolina. So good to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.